Hello, hello there, superb internet and you superb creatures of the beyond as well. So I thought of doing a small update since I'm working a bit in the background on this. And I thought, well, some of the details I'm just like finicky around and moving them a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right. But until I get kind of something that I feel looks nice, I'm gonna just uh, keep this off the screen, and mainly because I feel like mm, it's all about elevations, it's all about pronunciation of certain elements, but more or less, I think, I'm not entirely sure, but I think these are gonna be the base colors. I'm still debating about, hmm, because here's the thing. Now, when we look here, we see into the background these big mountains and they take most of the light. But then I'm thinking the light cuts at the base of the mountain. So this area should be in well, not darkness, but a bit dim, you know? Then again, I could try to make it more open spaced. I don't know. Uh, and try to be more inviting. As you can see, I have left the river. Of course, right now all the colors look very ah flat and very killing. But I went with desaturated colors because when the sun sets down, there's less light coming through because of how light works. And maybe I'll make some more intense colors on the mountains. And I'm thinking like maybe I should do a large tree over here or over here. Now I'm kind of divided because this space feels like it needs an anchor, and a large tree going over here like so would feel amazing. But until I can do the tree, I need to do the forest in the background here. So I kind of left myself some areas invest into the forest. Now I might actually do the forest around this place as well because right now they look like dunes. They're not very defined, but I just worked with simple shapes just to get a feeling of how it should look. And this can be interpreted as a river or it can be a lake and it has maybe a river. I don't know, something. It, it feels open, and when it's open it's not cluttered, then I can let light play around in various directions, and then we'll have to consider the the reflection in the water, which will be interesting. I have some interesting ideas. And then here I thought, well, maybe I can start doing some shore things and maybe also on the sides, but right now I just experimented with this, and the rest will be the forest. I don't know. Mm, we could do some extra details around the water so it doesn't look flat like the ground just sits in the water or floats over the water. I don't know, something. Here I feel maybe I can do some other things to make it far more interesting. Uh, Also, you might notice that, for example, I don't do things like this and then do them straight like this. Because if you do it like this, there's nothing wrong with it, but I feel like when you're cutting straight, that's a perspective view, and you should be like at the surface of the water to see it straight like that. But if you undulate it or you create this, I don't know, angle, it starts looking better. When you're cutting them straight, It looks like amateur stuff. I don't know. Although this is a bit curved here. I'm still developing, so I'm still playing with ideas. Also, when I do the peaks of the forest, depending on how high I make them, it means the forest, if it's high, they're high, it means the forest is closer. If they're small, the forest is further away. So I kind of have to get that balance in between. The in between here is the most, shouldn't be extra detailed, but it should be detailed enough to kind of mask this transition between the flat plane, the horizon, where obviously the river has to be on a horizon. Although I could probably make some little deformation here as well, so it doesn't look so flat, but that's less important. The important part is how we do the reflection, because as I said, the water might be a mirror and it opens up the picture even more. And then how much do we clutter the sides? I also worked a little bit on the gradient here. It kind of gave me an idea of doing like sort of a vignette. I'm not sure. I'm still figuring. But so far, I like it. Sorry. In the front, in the foreground, this might be some bushes here, like we're watching from an elevation, and the river can go either way from this side. We leave it a bit ambiguous. But yeah, I think it's starting to shape out quite nicely. Now I'm just gonna figure out how to do the reflection over the water, because it can be in an angle, but I kind of want to do sort of a ripple effect somehow. So I'm gonna play with maybe clouds or something here, and the sun and the sky colors gradients, they reflect back over the water. So maybe this whole part shall be a group of their own. I don't know. That will be interesting. Quite a, I don't know. It really starts to shape up. I see it further away, obviously, than these flat objects, that shapes, I mean, that we have currently. But I'm starting to see it create that beauty. I reworked a little bit the peaks here so they don't look so out of place. This one is a bit raised, kind of kisses the top of the image. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like, man, I probably I should make the image much larger, or maybe I should make something smaller in the image. And it's difficult to work with scales when you're working with foregrounds and backgrounds and middle grounds. And the scale can easily trick you into believing, oh, it looks right, but then it looks very wrong. So it's, yeah, it's an art. It's a bit about your feelings, how you get it right. There is no specific. Well, you can use the Fibonacci rule, of course, but I mean, there is no particular template to go about. Just make what it feels good to you, but at the same time, kind of keep in mind the rules of perspective. Like your focal point is around here somewhere. No, it's around here. Sorry. Um, I could use this. So it's somewhere like so. No, it's a bit more to the left. And something like so. And from here, you could start doing there's a way to. How did I turn this? Hey, what the hell did I do now? Okay, for some reason, Inkscape decided to go crazy on me. I don't know, I can't angle this, but whatever. So, yeah, whatever. So the point is like keep the angles of the perspective going in the right direction, and it should look fine. Oh, well, the background can be tricked a bit, but you know, the focal point is here because this is the most lightest part. And maybe if we open up with some brighter colors, maybe it will make the whole image warmer because right now it's kind of cold, dark, and so on. I'm gonna experiment. I'm gonna experiment here. Still not happy with the shapes, but I'm still positioning them. But we're slowly getting there. And probably I'm gonna make a longer chill session once I have everything I want kind of in place, and then we'll do the details and whatnot. Okay, guys, stay awesome. Catch you in the next episode. Bye, 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 bye.